Knowledge is a process of piling up facts. Wisdom lies in their simplification. Martin H. Fischer. And my friends, that's what we take with the complex things that go on in the marketplace every single day. And we simplify those. We use wisdom to simplify the piling up of facts. And remember, the bottom line is price. You can talk about everything that's going on, but the only thing that matters at the end of the day is the price going up or down, and are you going in the right direction? That's all that matters. It's a binary decision, up or down, period. Now, yes, you can have sideways flexing, all sorts of those kinds of things we can talk about a lot, but you boil it down. Is the market going up or down? Is the stock going up or down? ETF, the commodity, whatever it is. That is why we boil down all those facts. We use wisdom to simplify them, and that is the wave method. I'm going to put that at the end of today's video. We had a great Patreon Q&A yesterday. If you're a Patreon member, haven't listened to it yet, please check it out. You should have it in your email. If you don't, go to the Patreon site. Everything we do, we upload there for you first thing. And of course, tonight, we'll be putting in your 20 weekly vertical crossovers. And I want you to use those. Use those to find things to practice trade every Friday. Potentials exist. Okay, let's jump into these charts. My friends, another down day. Things going down across the board. Nothing is up. Let's jump into the S&P 500. We don't yet have a trigger. We're getting close, like we saw when things crossed over last time going down back on the 14th of September. Hasn't happened yet. It may or may not happen. Who knows what's going to actually happen? We'll wait, watch, and see. We did see things move down at the end of the day. Some indecision in the morning. We can see where things have been plateauing off, sliding sideways for the last couple of days. And we saw things go negative in the afternoon, down 1.03%. Of course, our 2-day still in a confirmed down move on the STC. We do have an up candle forming there with a long wick on top. Weekly, where's our big chart? Again, it hit the 200 exponential moving average and has come off that for the week, but the STC is still down. We'll see where the markets lead us. Are we going to see things roll back over going down, or are they going to stabilize and move up? Don't know. Don't really care which way they go. If they start heading down again, STC goes to red. We have a negative 15 on our success multiplier formula. I'll be pulling the trigger on a down practice trade. And of course, you use the ATR to set your profit and loss bands. 1 ATR for your loss band and 2 ATRs for your profit band. And what do you use? You, of course, use your short predictor tool, and we have trainings on how to do all of that also. Lots of good trainings at the channel. Thank you for being with us. Now, that's where we are on the S&P 500. NASDAQ, about a repeat of that. It's up at the top on the green, negative 14 on the STC. That means we got 4 points going down with a red STC. We have a green up candle forming there with a long wick on the top showing how that up move's been knocked back. And of course, on the weekly chart, we have the red STC, the red candle pushing through the 200 EMA and a red STC. So again, we're at a negative 14 there. Also in the success multiplier formula showing you that the 2-day and the weekly are in confirmed down moves with that STC on not only the NASDAQ 100, but the S&P 500 too. NASDAQ down 0.79%, S&P down 1.03% for the day. Let's see how that continues to develop. Might have an entry point on Friday for a practice trade. What about 20-year bonds? They weren't down as much for the day, 0.56%. They're also setting up potentially for a down move. We have a green STC. Again, when we look at, now this is a little different. Look at where the 2-day is. 2-day is red. In fact, it was trying to go green, but with this down move today, it turned back into red, which is nice to see. And check out the weekly. It is also red. Now, again, we're not hitting lower lows, but We don't have any green candles there. Things are just continuing to move down. So what are we waiting for? We're waiting to see if we have the STC go red. And again, that'll be another short move. Remember, we do have both options available for shorting the market, and on all three of these ETFs, the S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, 20-year bonds, we have respectively inverse funds, that is SH, PSQ, and TBF. Those are the three inverse funds. If you're not taking our training, inverse funds, how to make money when markets crash, I will try to remember that one along with the wave technique. I'll put both of those in at the end of today's video. So watch for those. And in fact, as I'm saying that, I got to write that down because you know what will happen? I'll get to the end of this and I will not remember. Inverse. Okay, now I got it. If I write it down, it happened. I'll remember it. That's where we are on bonds. So keep in mind, we might have opportunities on Friday to jump into down moves. What about gold? Whoo, look at gold. It's moved up and over the last 2 days, dropped off and moving sideways down for the day, 0.11%. What's up with gold when it comes to the 2-day chart? It has gone to green here. And of course, you can see where it's burned off some of that up movement, but still 3 green up candles. So keep your eye on that. If gold goes red on the half-day chart, we're still fighting that 2-day chart on the STC. Look at the weekly chart. It has a green up candle pushing through the 200 EMA, which is telling us some things, but it's still red. So we are -10, not -14 right now, and we will keep an eye on things and see which way gold is going to go. I'm just wondering if it's just it moved up really strong. Maybe it's just consolidating and getting ready to pop up again. It could crash again. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll try to make the right move if indeed it rolls over going down and goes into the red. That'd only be a -11 for a down move, but it might be enough. We'll wait, we'll watch, we'll see. There'll be things to learn. Okay, lastly, we go to Bitcoin. Where is Bitcoin? Bitcoin way below the 200 EMA. We see Bitcoin, we got a green STC, not meaning a lot to us because Bitcoin's just been languishing down here in the bowels of its movement. You know, around the 1820 mark is where it has bottomed out on the bigger charts. We saw where it popped up strong for a day and a half, and then, of course, crashed hard for several days, slid sideways, popped up a little bit, and then down 0.4% for the day. I'm hoping Bitcoin's going to continue, as you see on this 2-day chart, and as you see on the weekly chart, just sort of forming a nice base around here at this 1820 mark or so. And we just got a green spinning top for the week and then take off. Now, we released to the Patreon members yesterday our charting commodities and cryptos. Please, Patreon members, review that. We'll release it to the general public tomorrow afternoon, so that will be coming your way. Please tune into that over the weekend. Great trainings there, great thoughts about not only cryptocurrencies, but also commodities. We added that in because cryptos ain't been doing a lot lately, as you guys have been seeing. We're hoping we're laying a good base. Cryptos will take off at some point. When they do, we're going to be standing by to be ready, my friends. But right now, we are just waiting, because first rule in trading, don't lose money. Don't be a sucker and get screwed. Second rule of trading, make money. That's where we are. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters.